Usha Krishnam Tapaswadhyaya Shushrosha Krishna Puja Ratam Munim Vishvesham Ishtadam Mande Parivrat Chakravartinam Pujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. So we were seeing the discussion between Dasharatha and Vishvamitra, that Vishvamitra wanted Rama to be sent to forest with him to protect the yajna of Vishvamitra. And now Dasharatha is highly worried. We will see that portion now. Tachrutva Rajashardulo
Tachrutva Rajashardulo
Vishwamitrasya Bhashitam
Vishwamitrasya Bhashitam
Muhurtamiva Nissamjnyaha Samjnyavanidam Abravit. So Vishwamitra is requesting Rama's company to the forest. Dasharatha has been enjoying the company of Rama in a very high level. He never wanted to be separated from Rama. So Rama is too much a favorite boy. And the blue-eyed boy. So sarve jnanopasampannaha sarve samudita gunaihi teshamupi mahateja Rama satya parakramaha. So everybody was very much dear to the people, but Rama was more dear to people. And Rama was more dear to Dasharatha also. So Dasharatha never wanted to be separated. He never thought separation from Rama. So when Rama went to forest because of the Kaikeyi's request, Dasharatha died immediately. That was the bondage between Dasharatha and Rama. That's why Rama is called as Dasharathi. He is the son of Dasharatha. So here also, Tachrutva, Tat, the sentence of Vishwamitra, Vishwamitrasya Bhashitam. Vishwamitra's Bhashitam sentence, Tat, that sentence, Shrutva, having heard, Rajashardulaha, the tiger of kings, that is Dasharatha, the great king, Muhurtamiva Nissamjnaha. He looked like he has lost his consciousness for a while. Just he is being requested by Vishwamitra to send his son for some 15 days to forest. But that was enough to make Dasharatha inconscious for a while. So Muhurtamiva, one Muhurta, for one Muhurta is something some 48 minutes or something like that. But here it is not meant that he was unconscious for that time. For a few minutes, he became like, as it were, he was unconscious for a time. But immediately he recovered. Samjnavan. So he became conscious and Idam abravit. He spoke this sentence to Vishwamitra. What he spoke? We will see now. ऊन षोडश वर्षों में
ऊनषोडशवर्षो में
रामो राजीवलोचनः
रामो राजीवलोचनः
न युद्धयोग्यतामस्य
न युद्धयोग्यतामस्य
पश्यामि सह राक्षसैः
पश्यामि सह राक्षसैः
ऊन षोडश वर्षः. Rama is less than 16 years old. Una Shodasha. Shodasha is 16. Una Shodasha, less than 16. So Rama is Una Shodasha Varshaha. Just in his 15th year. Una Shodasha Varshaha me Putraha Ramaha. My son Rama is Rajiva Lochanaha. He is having very wide eyes like petals of lotus. Rajiva Lochanaha, lotus-eyed Rama, and eyes will be a little bit red also. Lohitakshaha. It is already there in the Ramayana. So Rama is very beautiful in his very young age, in his teens at Una Shodasha Varshaha, less than 16. So I don't see any capacity in him that he can fight with Rakshasas, that he can wage war with Rakshasas. न युद्ध योग्यतामस्य पश्यामि सह राक्षसैः. राक्षसैः सह युद्ध योग्यताम अस्य न पश्यामि. राक्षसैः सह with Rakshasas युद्ध योग्यताम, capacity to fight the Rakshasas, न पश्यामि. Asya न पश्यामि. I don't see such capacity in his young body. So very young, he was really concerned. And he said, don't worry, you are asking for protection in your yajna. I will provide it. Don't worry. Even if Rama is not sent to you, I will send my whole one Akshohini army to you. So you will be able to perform your yajna without any troubles. That he says, he offers his service of his Akshohini in the next shloka. Iyam Akshohini Purna
Iyam Akshauhini Purna
Yasyaham Patirishwaraha
यस्याहं पतिरीश्वरः
Yogya Raksho Ganair Yodhum
योग्या रक्षो गणैर्यज्ञम्
Yodhum
योद्धुम्
Na Ramam Netumarhasi.
न रामं नेतुमर्हसि.
I can provide you one Akshohini army, but don't ask for my son. So it was request of Dasharatha. Yam Akshohini Purna. It is one full Akshohini army Sena. Yam Akshohini Purna. It is full one entire Akshohini army. Yasya Aham Patihi. To this one Akshohini Sena, I am the commander in chief. I am capable of holding yuddha with war with these Rakshasas. Ishvaraha, I am capable. And this army will fight in my leadership. Yam Akshohini Rakshoganaihi Yodhum Yogya. This full Akshohini, entire Akshohini is capable of, it is fit to fight with Rakshasas and defeat them. Because this Dasharatha had waged war with Rakshasas in the party of Devatas. That's why he had to give vara to Kaikeyi also. So he says, don't na Ramam netum arhasi, but you cannot take Rama. You should not take Rama. Actually, na Ramam netum arhasi. You arhasi means you deserve. Netum na arhasi. You don't deserve to take Rama. But it is not simply saying that you cannot take Rama or you may not be able to take Rama. It is some kind of high negation. You should not take away Rama. It is not meet that you should take away Rama. It is not meet. Not meet means it is netum arhasi, na arhasi. Now nobody writes in this manner. It is not meet. Now it is not in the use, but the old thinking, old style of writing. So you cannot, don't take my son, but I will provide you one Akshohini Sena. One Akshohini Sena is very big army, 21,700, 870 rathas and elephants of that number, 65,610 horses, and 1,09,350 foot soldiers. So it is equally or more or less equal to 1/4 of our Indian army. 1 lakh foot soldiers and 21,000 chariots. Now present army. So this army is enough to fight with Rakshasas and it can defeat Rakshasas, but I don't think there is a use of taking Rama to forest. It is the request of the Dasharatha. And he says one more word. Balo hyakrita vidyascha.
Balo hyakrita vidyascha
Nacha vetti balabalam.
nacha veti balabalam
Nachastra bala sanyukto.
nachastra bala sanyukto
Nacha yuddha visharadaha.
nacha yuddha visharadaha.
And his reason of not sending Rama is also looks good. Balaha, he is yet very young. Akrita vidya, he has not fully well versed in the art of fighting. Nachaveti balabalam, he does not understand who is powerful and how to attack such a person according to his power or his kind of very loose points, weak points. So Bala is strong point and Abala is weak points. He does not understand these strong and weaker points of enemy. Nacha astra bala sanyuktaha. And that is very important thing. He has no astra bala. What is astra? What is shastra? Shastra is simple arrows and all other machines. These are some kinds of ayudhas. Whereas the astra is the divine power bestowed on these simple instruments of war. If same arrow is used with astra vidya, then certainly that is capable of becoming Brahmastra. Otherwise, it is simple arrow that was thrown into enemy camp by Rama. So Astra Bala is not there with Rama, yet he has not studied Astra Vidya. Nacha Astra Bala Sanyuktaha. Nacha Yuddha Visharada. He has not practically seen a real war. They may create some kind of proxy wars in the training camps. But fighting in actual war is different. and doing practice in proxy wars is different. So he is not Yuddha Visharada. He is not uh, practice. He has not practiced the war exactly. Warfare he has not experienced. So don't take him. So this is the request of Rama. And also, this is one common caution that the Dasharatha had, because he has not studied the archery itself fully. Akrita Vidya. What Akrita Vidya? He is a boy and has not yet completed his training in archery and all other kinds of warfare. And another things are different. Nacha Vaitya Balabalam, Nacha Astra Bala Sanyukta, Nacha Yuddha Visharata. And he is more worried about one more thing. What is that thing is, these are our Rakshasas. These are the Maricha and Subahu. They are all Rakshasas. Fighting with normal enemy is something different. And fighting with Rakshasas is quite different. We cannot compare both of them. Nachaso Rakshasam Yogyaha Kuta Yuddhahi Rakshasaha. Kuta Yuddhahi Rakshasaha. These Rakshasas, they are well versed in guerrilla kind of fight. But not only guerrilla kind, but they are more, they are treacherous. They deceive people by their maya. So we should be very much cautious. Viprayukto hi Ramena muhurtam api notsahe. I don't want to be separated by Rama, from Rama, for even a muhurta. No. I will not be able to live without Rama for even a muhurta. Viprayukto hi Ramena muhurtam api notsahe jeevitam. I don't want to live without Rama for even a single muhurta. Na Ramam netum arasi. Don't take Rama. This is one thing. And he has requested Vishwamitra that I will fight till my last breath. Ahameva dhanushpanihi gopta samaramurdhani yavat pranan dharishyami tavad dyotsye nishacharaihi. Even he was worried about his own capabilities to fight with Rakshasas. He said, I will fight with Rakshasas till my last breath. That he little bit worried that whether he will be able to win over this Rakshasas. Worried. So that is one thing. And Dasharatha says one more thing here. It is not in the condensed Ramayana. It will take too much of your efforts to read all these things. But Dasharatha offered one more thing. And you are hell-bent that you want to take Rama with you. Okay, I accept. But we will accompany him. All my Akshohini Sena and myself, we will accompany him. Then only I will let Rama with you. So we will be there. We will take care of Rama somehow. And I will be able to live with Rama. Without Rama, I will not live. I will die immediately. And he says one more thing. षष्टिवर्ष सहस्राणि जातस्य मम कौशिकः कृच्छ्रेण उत्पादितश्चायं न रामं नेतुमर्हसि. You have heard earlier that Rama, he will rule over this earth for 11,000 years. And if Rama has to rule over this earth for 11,000 years, what should be the age of the ruling time of Dasharatha? It is very difficult to imagine. He says, Dasharatha says, I have been here on this earth for last 60,000 years. Shashtir Varsha Sahasrani Jatasya Mama Kaushika. Says, I am 60,000 years old. We will not be able to understand how old Dasharatha, 60,000, how it is possible that any person will be able to live for 60,000 years. We will not be able to understand it. Okay, let it so. Let it be so. Don't worry about it. Or you may think that Dasharatha was around 60 when Vishwamitra requested him to send Rama. And after all this very difficult years, Krachrena Utpaditashyayam, I have got this son with high difficulty. I performed Ashwamedha Yaga and all these things. So Rama is very dear to me. Don't take away Rama from here. And then he says one more, because it is the big Ramayana and the poetic beauty and also the narration. The style of narration is very high. There are 4 Purusharthas and I have got 4 sons. These 4 sons represent 4 Purusharthas: Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. So first one is the Dharma. Rama is first one. He is Dharma. Jeshthe Dharma Pradhane cha na Ramam netum arhasi. Even among my 4 sons, I am highly attached to Rama because he is representing the Dharma, Jeshtha Dharma Pradhana. So I am highly attached to him. Naramam netum arhasi. No, you cannot take away Rama. This is the request of. And he is well aware. Uh, well aware. Dasharatha is also well aware and Vishwamitra is also well aware. So that we will see that before that, Vishwamitra says something to Rama, something to Dasharatha. Tasya tad vachanam shrutva Vishwamitra abhivashata. And he asks for with whom we have to fight now, who are these people and why they have come, and how powerful they are. So this is all thing that I want to know. And Vishwamitra, he says all these things that Ravana is very terrible person. He is the younger son of Kubera, son of Vishravas. But he is not troubling. But his followers, these two, Marich and Subahu, these people are troubling me. So this is what Vishwamitra said to Dasharatha. And immediately Dasharatha said, you are asking for too much now. I understood the power of Ravana and his followers. Now you are asking my son to fight with this Marich and Subahu. Not possible, not acceptable. Sattvam prasadam dharmadnya kurushva mama putrake mama chaiva alpa bhagyasya daivatam hi bhavan guruhu. I am not very much fortunate to have very good things in my life. Aham alpa bhagyaha. Less fortunate person. So please don't take away my son. I am attached to this one Rama who is produced because of lots of efforts, and I am very old now. Sattvam prasadam dharmadnya kurushu mama mastake kurushu mama putrake. Please bless my son. You're not taking him to forest. Now he is Dasharatha is falling down on the feet of Vishwamitra. Please give this prasada. It will be great boon that you will let him to be here. He says, Dasharatha says, even Devatas and all Danavas, nobody else is able to face Ravana. How simple people like us, we will be able to fight them. देवदानव गंधर्वाः यक्षाः पन्नग पतक पन्नगाः न शक्ता रावणं सोढुं किं पुनर्मानवा युधे. Nobody in this world is able to confront him. How ordinary humans we can fight with Ravana's followers? If Rama fights with Ravana's followers, immediately Ravana will send some more army reinforcements. Then immediately we will be caught. So, and at the end, Dasharatha said, first I have promised you that I will come with my force and I will be able to fight these Rakshasas, but now I have understood that let alone Rama, given myself with all my army, with all my power, experience, I will not be able to confront Ravana's followers. Tena chaham nashaktosmi sanyodham tasya balaihi sabalo va munishreshta sahito va mamatmajehi. Even if my sons, they all accompany me, all my forces, they are with me, but no, not possible. Not possible to fight with Ravana's force. Don't trouble us. Please leave us. Please give us some kind of bhiksha, prana bhiksha. This is what Dasharatha is worried now. And these Maricha and Subahu, they are sons of Sunda and Upasunda. They are very terrible Rakshasas. Yajna karo. No. This was all the worry of Dasharatha. Now the story again starts with Vasishtha assuring Dasharatha. Tachrutva vachanam tasya.
Shrutva vachanam tasya.
Sneha paryakulaksharam.
Sneha paryakulaksharam.
Paryakulaksharam.
Drupatim suvrato dhiro.
Drupatim suvrato dhiro.
Vasishtho vakyam abravit.
Vasishtho vakyam abravit.
Now, here in this condensed Ramayana, this Dasharatha and Vishvamitra are speaking. Vishvamitra is again requesting, and Dasharatha is worried. And in the meanwhile, Vasishtha is the Kulapurohita of Ikshvakus, and he really assures Dasharatha, please send him, because Rama is able and all other things, etc., etc. That starts here. But before that, there is one more story. Dasharatha said, no, I will not be able to fight with these Rakshasas. Please don't ask such a high favor from us. We are all very small people. So immediately, everybody knows Vishwamitra is Vishwamitra's tempers. He high temperament. So immediately he said, okay, I will go away. Be happy. Yadidam me kshamam rajan gamishyami yathagatam. Mithya pratidnyaha kakustha sukhi bhava suhridvrtah. Okay, be happy in your home, but your name is always discredited because you have made a promise to me that I will do something for you. But when I requested this thing, you are afraid. So, mithya pratidnyaha kakustas. Okay, be happy in your home, I will go away. So Vishwamitra got very angry, and the whole world is now trembling. Now this Vasishtha, he says, he has to make some kind of adjustments here. Somehow he has to make the context and the situation to little bit cooler. What he has to do now? Tachrutva vachanam tasya. This Vasishtha, he heard the sentence of Dasharatha. Sneha paryakulaksharam. His Dasharatha's words were wet with his love for son. Because Dasharatha's love for Rama was such high. So his letters, his sentences, his speech, his pronunciations, his aksharas, they were all very much laced with high love for his son. But Vasishtha, Suvrataha Dhiraha, Vasishtha is a courageous man. He confronted Vishwamitra in his Purvashrama. He could push back this Vishwamitra. That's why Suvrataha Dhiraha. Vasishtha is very dhira, courageous man. Suvrataha is Vrata, his rituals, his intention, his oath was very much clear. So that version, Vasishtha, now he speaks to Dasharatha. Nrupatim Vakyam Abravit. This Vasishtha is speaking to Nrupati, King Dasharatha, the following sentence. What he says? Ikshvakunam kule jataha
इक्ष्वाकुणां कुले जातः
साक्षात् धर्म इवा परः
साक्षात् धर्म इवा परः
धृतिमान् सुव्रतः श्रीमान्
धृतिमान् सुव्रतः श्रीमान्
न धर्मं हातुमर्हसि.
न धर्मं हातुमर्हसि.
It is same. Now, in the Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, Upadesha, that Arjuna is worried, he is not able to fight, and Krishna is instilling courage in Arjuna. In the same manner, now Vasishtha is instilling some courage in Dasharatha. You have to perform your dharma. You cannot leave away dharma. That is the message now. Ikshvakunam kule chataha. It is the prestige of whole family. Nobody in the family of Ikshvakus have made false promises. You will be the first person. So he is invoking the family reputation now. That is very difficult for the bigger people of the old age or old era who have such great pride on their family, for their family. It is easy to manipulate them by invoking their family reputation. If you do this thing, then your family reputation will go. When people they sacrifice their lives because of the pride they had in their families. The ancestry, that was very important for them. Now it is same is evoked here also. Ikshvakunam kule jata. You are born into the family of Ikshvakus. And sakshat dharma yuvaparaha. You are dharma. You have not done any adharma in your whole life. You are the embodiment of dharma. You are such a just ruler. You have never withered away from dharma at any point of your life. Sakshat dharma iva aparaha. Aparaha dharma iva sakshat. Dhritiman, you have great courage. Suvrataha, you have great vrata. Shriman, and you are kind, and you are Shriman is you have enough riches. And all the things they are with you. So you cannot just walk away from the path of dharma. Na dharmam hatum arhasi. You cannot take back your promise that you have made to Vishwamitra, that I will accept the request that you made. I will do whatever that you want from me. That was your promise. And if you take back your promise or you come back on your words, you will be walking away from the path of dharma. No, you cannot do it. Na dharmam hatum arhasi. You cannot take away dharma or walk away from dharma, path of dharma. So you have to do that thing you have to perform you have to make promises true. Then again, okay, you are preaching me, you are telling me all the paths of dharma, etc. But how Rama can withstand the war with Rakshasas? How it is possible? Now he is offering one alternative, one path, one way that Rama will be safe in the war with Rakshasas. What that is? Now he says, no, you don't worry. Kritastram akritastram va
शास्त्रम्
कृतास्त्रम्
akritastram va
अकृतास्त्रम् वा
तास्तम्भा
nainam shakshyanti rakshasaha
नैनं शक्ष्यन्ति राक्षसाः
guptam kushika putrena
गुप्तं कुशिकपुत्रेण
ज्वलनेन amritam yatha.
ज्वलनेनामृतं यथा
You cannot go into the path of adharma. You have to send Rama. There is no other way. Otherwise, your name will be discredited. Your whole life will be barbad. So don't worry about Rama. So how Rama will withstand the power of Rakshasas? No, don't worry. Because who is asking for Rama? He is the Vishwamitra. He is the son of Kushika. He is such a powerful man. He can protect your son. Kritastram akritastram va. Okay, your son has not understood the Astra Vidya. Akritastra means that he is not well versed in the Astra Vidya. Or he is Kritastra, he has understood the Astra Vidya. But Nainam Shakshanti Rakshasaha. Rakshasas will not be able to stand in front of Rama. Why? Guptam Kushika Putrena, because Rama is protected by the son of Kushika, that Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra is very powerful Rishi, don't worry. He will protect your son. And he gives a simile. Jwalanena amritam yatha. There is amrita and everybody runs to partake this amrita. But this amrita is protected by high fire. Nobody will be able to enter the place where this amrita is placed. In the same manner, Rama is like amrita, Ramamrita. And this Ramamrita is protected by the fire of Vishwamitra's tapas. So Rakshasas will not be able to enter the Rama's place. Rama will be able to kill them. Don't worry. Now he reveals the real nature of Rama. That we will see. Yesha vigrahavan dharmaha.
Esha
एष
vigrahavaन्
विग्रहवान्
dharma.
धर्मः
Yesha viryavatam varaha.
Esha
एष वीर्यवतां वरः
varaha.
Yesha buddhyadhiko loke.
एष
Esha
बुद्ध्याधिको
buddhyadhiko
लोके
loke.
Tapasascha parayanam.
Tapasascha parayanam.
पारायणम्
Now he says, he repeats the power of Vishwamitra. How powerful is Vishwamitra? That now he says, Yesha vigrahavan dharma, he is the embodiment of dharma. Dharma means satya, asteya, shaucha, indriya, nigraha, ahimsa. All these are together called dharma, not only the tapasya. So he is such a virtuous man. He is like the embodied dharma itself. Yesha Viryavatam Vara. He is so powerful. He is the foremost of valorous persons. Yesha Buddhyadhiko Loke. Here it is Buddhyadhika. He is highly intelligent man. Buddhyadhikaha. He is high by his intellectual power in this world. Tapasascha Parayanam. Final abode of the penance. How one person can do such a high penance? Vishwamitra is the lone example, is the high example. For whole life, Vishwamitra did this kind of tapasya again and again. He is desired by many people in between, but he did not leave it. The Dasharatha is not aware of the power of Vishwamitra. So Vishwamitra, he wanted to become Brahmana and become Brahmarshi. So he made great tapasya, but in between, these devatas, they sent whom? They sent a Apsara,
Menaka.
Menaka. That Menaka came and disturbed, and Vishwamitra got disturbed, and he had high love life with Menaka, and Shakuntala was produced, and Menaka immediately left. And this Vishwamitra also, he left this girl child to be fed by birds and immediately returned to his ashrama. That's why this girl of Menaka and Vishwamitra, she is Shakuntala. She is nurtured by Shakuntas, birds. That's why she is Shakuntala. So he got disturbed in between again and again, but still he did not give up. Tapasascha Parayanam is the last stage where the high example of how great this tapasya will be. Don't worry about him. Now he says again and again for Vishwamitra, Yeshostran Vividhan Vetti
एषोस्त्रान् विविधान् वेत्ति
वेत्ति
Trailoke Sacharachare
त्रैलोक्ये सचराचरे
Nainamanyah Puman Vetti
नैवमन्यः पुमान् वेत्ति
Nacha Vetsyanti Kechana.
न च वेत्स्यन्ति केचन
His power is so high that nobody in this world knows it completely. People will think that he is Vishwamitra Rishi and doing tapasya in the forest. It's very, very calm and good person. He is not something harmless. He is not harming person, totally harmless person. Everybody thinks so. But he has graduated to this stage from his earlier stage of being king of great country. He fought many wars and won these wars. He knows all the various astras. Yeshostran Vividhan Veti. He knows various astras. Varunastra, Agni Astra, Vayu Astra, Brahma Astra, Narayana Astra, and all other astras. Vividhan Veti. He knows. He has used all these astras in his battles. Veti Trailoke Sacharachare. He knows everything, all the astras. It means that he will protect Rama by his power. That means Dasharatha is not understanding the power of Vishwamitra, but Vishwamitra he will give this mantra Upadesha to Rama. So, Vishwamitra himself, he will not fight war with Marisha and Subahu at the time of Yajna, but he will give mantropadesha to Rama. So, but by the power of mantra, this Rama will be able to fight with Rakshasas. So that is indicated by Yeshostran Vividhan Veti. He understands, but he does not use it in the war because he is not going to wage war. Trailokye Sacharachare Nainamanyah Puman Veti. Nobody in this world, either moving or immoving world, nobody knows him completely. Nainam Anyaha Puman Veti. No man or no person or no animate thing, no inanimate thing knows this Vishwamitra Rishi completely. Nobody knows now. Nobody will be able to understand him. Nacha Vetsyanti, even in future times also nobody will be able to understand his powers. Nobody will be able to imagine the magnanimity of the powers of this Vishwamitra. Then why he is asking for Dasharatha's son? What is the use of Dasharatha's son? He is so great warrior himself. He can take anybody's help. Even Vishwamitra might have his own disciples there in ashrama, and he can give mantra upadesha to astra upadesha to one of his disciple and send these Rakshasas immediately. Push back these Rakshasas. Then why he should ask for Rama? This will be the question, next question. Now, Vasishtha says, we will recite it. Tesham nigrahane shaktaha
तेषां
तेषां निग्रहणे शक्तः
Swayancha kushikatmajaha
स्वयं च
स्वयं च कुशिकात्मजः
Tava putra hitarthaya
तव
तव
पुत्र
पुत्रहितार्थाय
Tvamupetya abhiyachate.
त्वामुपेत्य अभियाचते
Yastate.
Tesham for the of these Rakshasas, Nigrahane, he is capable of overpowering. Shakta, he is capable of overpowering these Rakshasas. Swayam by himself, this Kushikatmaja, son of Kushika. But he is begging you for your son because he wants all this fame should go to Rama. Tava putra hitarthaya. It is for the sake of your son's fame that he is coming here and he is asking for your son. He is not asking for himself. So this is the revelation of the actual fact that Vasishtha knows Vishwamitra. They had very great friendship and foe and friendship. They were very great foes, and also, although Vasishtha never had any kind of hatred towards Vishwamitra, but once upon a time Vishwamitra had such kind of great hatred, jealousy about Vasishtha. Finally, Vasishtha accepted, now you are Brahmarshi. So, okay, he also now reconciled. They are now well friends. So, Vasishtha says, even though this Vishwamitra himself is capable of overthrowing all these people by himself, he is requesting you to make your son famous. Taro putra hitarthaya, for your putra hita. What is putra hita? Is the well-being of for the good of your son. What is the good? That Rama has to get astras from Vishwamitra. That is the intention. Tvam upetya abhyachate. That's why he is begging you. Don't refuse Vishwamitra's request. This is Vasishta's assurance to Dasharatha. Okay. Now we'll finish with this last shloka. Tatha vasishthe bruvati
तथा
तथा
वसिष्ठे
वसिष्ठे
ब्रुवति
ब्रुवति
Raja Dasharatha sutam
राजा
राजा
दशरथसुतं
दशरथसुतं
praharshta vadano ramam
प्रहृष्टवदनो
प्रहष्टवदनो
रामं
ajuhava salakshmanam.
आजुहाव सलक्ष्मणम्
लक्ष्मणम्.
Dasharatha was highly worried. His face was blackened. Face was not blackened by somebody else, but it had become pale because of the fear of these Rakshasas. Now his face got lit up. Praharshtavadanaha. His smile appeared in his face. He got reassured by the words of Vasishtha. Tatha bruvati Vasishthe. When Vasishtha spoke thus, Raja Dasharatha sutam ajuhava. Raja Dasharatha, King Dasharatha immediately called for Rama along with Lakshmana. Now he is little bit happy countenance. He is ready to send Rama and Lakshmana. He is actually ready to send Rama, but Rama will not come without Lakshmana. So he sent for his son Rama along with Lakshmana. Ajuhava means he sent orders to bring both Rama and Lakshmana there. Now they departed to forest. This is the story. Kritaswastyayenam matra
कृतस्वस्तयनं मात्रा
Pitra Dasharathena cha
पित्रा
पित्रा
दशरथेन च
दशरथेन च
Bodhasa Vasisthena
पुरोधसा वसिष्ठेन
वसिष्ठेन
Mangalairabhimantritaha
मङ्गलैर्विमन्त्रितः
मङ्गलैरभिमन्त्रितः
Saputram Murdnyupagraya
सपुत्रं
पुत्रं
मूर्ध्योपाध्याय
मूर्ध्योपाध्याय
Raja Dasharatha Priyam
राजा
राजा
दशरथः
दशरथः प्रियं
Dadau Kushika Putraya
ददौ कुशिकपुत्राय
Suprite Nantaratmana.
सुप्रीतेनान्तरात्मना
न
So now Dasharatha gave Raja Dasharatha Priyam Putram Kushika Putraya Dadau. He gave his elder son, very dear son, Rama, to son of Kushika, that is Vishwamitra. Suprite Nantaratmana. Now he is really got satisfied. He is happy. He is happily sending this Rama to forest now. He is not worried. He is assured. But before that, they made Swasti Vachana. Krita Swastyayanam Matra. His mother, Kausalya, made kind of Swasti Vachana. Swasti Ayana. Well going. Ayana means travel. Swasti Ayana. Good travel. For good travel, they make some kinds of rituals. They will take away this drishti and all other things and make arati and all other things. Both Dasharatha and his wife Kausalya, they made these kinds of evil averting, good invoking rites. Pitra Dasharathena cha Purodhasa Vasisthena Mangalair Abhimantritaha. And there was this Vasishtha, who was the Purohita of Dasharatha. Purodha is the word. Purodha means it is the Purohita. It is Purohita. So with Vasishtha Purohita Mangalaihi Abhimantritah. He uttered and pronounced some kinds of mantras for the protection of Rama. He got Abhimantrana, protected by Vasishtha with mantras. So that kind of Rama, Kritaswastyayanam Matra, but Mangali, it is not Mangalir Abhimantrita. It should be Mangalir Abhimantritam. That this old version we have is little bit unclear sometimes. So Mangalir Abhimantritam, Rama is Abhimantrita, he is protected by mantras, and Matra Dasharatha Pitraja Kritaswastenam. They have made rites about good travel, and he is Abhimantrita, protected by the mantras of Vasishtha. Saputram Murdhyupagraya. It is old Indian tradition. Whenever a father sees his son after going to some other village, and he comes back to his own house, then he sees his son, immediately he has to smell the head of his son. Murdhni upagraya. I don't know what is the significance of this rite, but it is in the Dharma Shastras, Grihya Sutras. Whenever a father comes back from his travel, first thing that he has to do is Murdhni upagraya. He has to smell the head of his son. This head he has to smell. In the same manner, now Dasharatha, he is smelt the head of Rama, and he sent Rama and Lakshmana to forest. He gave his son to Vishvamitra. They start now. We will see it tomorrow. This kavya is always laced with the essence of dharma. So one should not hesitate to follow the path of dharma. That is most important thing. It is in the case of Rama, it is in the case of Dasharatha. Everywhere the issue of dharma is always there. That's why this whole Ramayana Kavya is full of dharmartha kama sayuktam. It is full of dharma, artha and kama. Especially the elements of dharma crop up again and again in this Kavya. Why? It is to teach us to perform dharma, to follow the path of dharma. We should not give up dharma even if are threatened by anybody else at the gunpoint. You should deviate from the path of dharma, otherwise I will kill you. No, you should not deviate. That kind of courage should be there. That kind of courage is shown by Tegh Bahadur, Guru Tegh Bahadur. He did not accept the dharma path. He was ready to sacrifice his sons, but he never gave up. That is the essence of this dharma. And we will see this tomorrow. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
अनंत धन्यवाद महोदय.
Okay.
धन्यवाद आचार्य. नमस्कार.
धन्यवाद आचार्य.